Good morning. I'm always a little, good morning. I'm always a little hesitant about starting to talk because I feel like nobody ever actually hears me tell them good morning. So, good morning. Good morning, Vic. I'm glad to see you this morning. I hope you are well and you're getting lots of stuff done. I am working on my second cup. I did sleep in a little bit this morning, but that's because I didn't go to sleep till like 1 o'clock this morning. I was in bed. I was in bed at 8 o'clock and laid there. And I tossed and I turned. Tags for you. Good morning. Good morning. So, if you've got questions, drop them in the chat. It doesn't matter if I'm talking. It doesn't matter if anybody else is talking. Drop them in the chat. Don't be shy. I am here to help. Pop Tab, good morning. And now that I know who that is, I love that name. Missed you yesterday in the members and the Facebook group. Dawn, good morning. Oh my goodness, look at all my favorite people are popping in this morning. So good morning. Glad to see you this morning. Virtually, you know how it goes in the chat. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat. Happy to answer. I am on massive overload. I did not get anywhere near the amount of stuff done yesterday I wanted to or needed to get done. I had a lot of calls. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are really, really hard for me to get other stuff done. So I have Chris's call immediately after this. Let me look. Let me double check. Make sure I have the password to get in. I think I do. Oh, I stuck it over. Yep. Okay. But it's behind my new computer, my new laptop setup. So, so anyway, I have Chris's call right after this, and then I have a full day of getting taxes done. So I've got everything in order. I had to order more file folders. I got those ordered this morning. But I have the next 30-ish in order and ready to process. So let's see how far I can get today. Again, I'm looking to see what I can get accomplished between now and Sunday. Well, now and Saturday, I think. Probably much to my husband's disappointment, that I am going to work on our own taxes on Sunday. So, good morning, Bobby. Good morning in Ohio. How are you? Any questions? Drop them in the chat. That's what I'm here to do. Not talk about me. Well, sometimes I talk about me. Now I have the song from, what's his name? The one that just passed away, stuck in my head. Oh my goodness, I am not going to start singing. But that song will be stuck in my head the rest of the day, and I will probably be thinking about it tonight when I'm trying to sleep. Toby Keith. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wilson, absolutely stop licking their foot. I don't know what's going on with that foot. Dawn said it popped into my head also. Thanks. Good. I won't be alone. We can sing it together later. Maybe we'll hop on a call later and we can sing it together, or we'll just send each other videos. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Are you drinking your water? I am. I didn't do as good yesterday. I tell you what, though, adding the Soleil to it, it's a game changer. Totally makes a difference for me. Dawn says, LOL, and yes, I am drinking my water. Yay! What did you add? Soleil water. It's spelled S-O-L-E, but it is, I've heard it pronounced Soleil. There's no accent. Other people have pronounced it Sol. But it is, what you do is you get like pink Himalayan salt, like the rocks, the big rocks, and you put that in a jar, a glass jar with a plastic lid. You don't want metal. And you fill it full of water. So I have a little pint jar. I have a pint jar with a plastic lid on it. And I just made my second batch. It took me forever to get through my first batch. I would use a little bit and I'd add more water, but I wasn't drinking a lot of water at the time. So I made my, I just made my third batch. So this is what is left of my second batch. What I did was I made the batch. It got good and salty, and I poured it in my bottle, this bottle, so that I can just add a little bit very easily. And that has helped me stay on track with drinking it. So it is, like I said, Himalayan salt, the big chunks of rock salt, and then put in the jar. You let it sit for a little bit, shake it up, and then you add it to your regular water, just a little bit, like a teaspoon to a tablespoon, depending on how much water. And you drink that, and it helps replenish your electrolytes. But it also just kind of helps me drink water, because it's not, I don't like water, just water. And I mean, I'm drinking it, I'm not retaining any water. I am I am actually going to the bathroom regularly because of all the water that I'm drinking. Dawn says, I will try that. I am not a fan of plain water. I am absolutely not a fan of plain water. And I like this better than putting lemon in my water. And I like lemon water, but I like this even better. But I limit myself to 2 cups. It was 1 cup, but I really, really like chicory in my coffee. So I added extra chicory, so it's not as caffeinated. And so I'm drinking 2, and then I switched to my water. And I drink water. I'm drinking water pretty much the rest of the day. I haven't even had a beer all week. I think I only had 1 last week, and I hadn't had any for a while before that. So we have 7 people watching. Got questions? Drop them in the chat. We got like 5 more minutes, and if I don't have any questions, then I will I will hop off. Dawn says, wow, too busy with taxes to drink. No, it's not that. I just haven't wanted any. I'm more of a summertime, warm weather, sit outside, have a few beers, and but I'm not. Okay, so Dawn's been around me for a while. I am not as big of a drinker as she probably thinks that I am. We used to, back with the old group, we used to do the clothing call, and well, we didn't do it. We were in the clothing call with Michelle Bilal, and she still is. I haven't had the time to be there, but it's just it used to be full of a lot of shenanigans, and a lot of the shenanigans got blamed on Dawn and I, and it really wasn't our fault. So you can let Michelle know that I said it wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault. We didn't do anything. But most of the time I was having a drink. So Donna says, seriously, it wasn't our fault. It absolutely wasn't our fault. We didn't do a thing. We might, like looks, just looks. I mean, all we had to do was, we were in Zoom room. So all we had to do was kind of look over at the other person's feed. And it was like, we just started laughing, and then Michelle get all flustered. So we didn't do anything, did nothing. It was all Michelle. I'm going to have to do an Opus clip and send it to Michelle. I know what I'll do. I'll tag Michelle's YouTube channel in it and see if she'll come visit. Oh no, she's getting up earlier these days because of her carrier now. So I don't know. Maybe we can get her in here one more time. So yeah, this is only coffee, chicory, and creamer. And this is water and sole water. All right. Well, thank you for the thumbs up. We've got 6 people watching and 5 thumbs up. I appreciate you. Again, any questions, pop them in the chat. I did reopen my taxes and my consultations, but they don't start back up until the 22nd of April. So they are open. If you need to file an extension, you can search 2023 form 4868. It's a super easy piece of paper to fill out and mail in. Beyond that, and then that gives you to October. But understand, don't wait till October if you need my help, because October, September, and October for me are just like now. So let's get these things done during the summer, please. In the spring. Let's not wait till summer. Let's get them done. And get it off your plate so that you don't have to worry about it. So you're not thinking about it all the time. Okay? All right. We've got 7 people in here, and I don't want to just leave you guys if you have questions or if you have anything you want to talk about. I don't care what it is. If you've got anything you want to talk about, pop it in the chat. If you've got a question to ask me about anything, pop it in the chat. I do reserve the right to not answer depending on what the question is. But for the most part, I'm an open book. Pop Tab says, are you doing carnivore? I am absolutely doing carnivore. This is my 4th week. So my first 2 weeks was only meat. I did pretty much beef, eggs, and butter the first week. I did chicken, eggs, and butter the second week. At the end of the second week, I added in dairy, and I've had dairy for, all of this. So, oh, look at that. Pop Tab is on her 5th week. And so I have heard of Dr. Berry. I am actually following Steak and Butter Gal right now. I'm in their private group. But I just did it for a month to just kind of get my bearings with making sure I was doing things right. So I am trying to absorb the information, and then I'm gonna cancel that membership for a bit, and then probably go back later. But for right now, I'm just following her. Robin says, do you drink real coffee? I absolutely drink real coffee. I buy, it's a coffee chicory blend. And then I've been adding more chicory to it because I really love chicory. But chicory by itself isn't satisfying to me. So I have to have both. Let's see. Bobby Loves to Thrift says where to find sign up for a consultation end of April. So yes, the consultations are, here, let me go grab the link. Okay, so there's the link for consultations, and if anybody needs it, this is the link for taxes. Taxes, as of now, come with a consultation. So if you want your taxes done, I changed the format a little bit. I have added in a consultation and priced it accordingly. The consultation for the taxes gets done during the same time period that my regular consultations get done. The taxes do not get done at that time. We make sure that all of the bookkeeping is in order and everything that you need to have over to me, that we talk about all that stuff. So that's what will be done for that particular consultation. And then I will schedule to have the taxes done at that point. But there's just been a lot, because I'm taking on a lot more clients. It takes me a lot longer if I don't have all of the stuff, and I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I don't help you get all of the information together for me. So that's my idea behind that, because if I go in and start your taxes and then I find out something is missing, then I have to stop doing your taxes, send you a message, wait for your answer. Then I go back in and I have to start all over again to make sure that I don't miss something. So I end up doing one person's taxes like 15 plus times because of how many times I have to go back through them. Um, and I've had to do that for pretty much everyone. So just, I want to make sure that, you get the best from me and I get all the information from you. And then we can make sure that you're doing well. Robin says, do we ever need pictures of anything as proof, inventory, home office, etc.? So no, I've never had any of them ask for pictures. I've never heard of anyone get asked for pictures. I would expect that. So generally when you get audited, it's all about the top 3 categories, the top 3 biggest expenses. So if it's mileage, make sure it's all written. If it's inventory, make sure you have all the receipts. So whatever it is, just what you might want to take pictures of would be, well, I mean, you're going to be taking pictures of the stuff when you list it. So any of the things that you pull out of your closet, you just, like we were talking about this yesterday, just be really diligent about those items. Plus yard sale, things like that. Bobby Loves to Thrift says, I'm sorry, I'm confused. It doesn't take much. I mean, for 2024, the difference between the 2 services. So a regular consultation is 1 hour or more, depending on what you want, what you're looking for. And we talk about whatever you want to talk about. So it could be very similar to what we're doing right here. You ask me questions, I give you answers. If we are talking about your business, as we're talking about your business, I might recognize things that you need to become more aware of. I might ask you questions about deductions, about how you run your business and things like that. So that's a regular consultation, and it's really focused. It's very one-to-one, and it's focused completely on your business and your questions. So if you come to me and you're kind of, I don't know what to do, then we're going to work through that. If you come to me and you say, look, this is my business, this is what I've been doing, but I feel like maybe I'm leaving stuff on the table, we're going to talk about all the things in your space, in your life. If you don't understand the workbook, we're going to dig into that. If you're not really clear on categories, we're going to dig into the categories. As far as the taxes portion goes, then we're going to do a consultation that feeds into the taxes. So we're going to be very specific about making sure that, if you have a 1095-A, that's gotten, if you have any investment income, or you've got kids with tuition, or you've been paying into an IRA, or your business, making sure that we have all of the deductions and everything is in order for your business, so that when I start to enter it, everything is there and I don't have to ask for anything. We're going to make sure your home office expense is on point. And often, if you are using a solid bookkeeping system, it makes it very easy for me to look at that and say, I don't see XYZ. And then we talk about it and you're like, oh, well, I don't use that. Okay, but I do use this. Well, you don't have it in there. So it helps you make sure that you get all the expenses to me so that I can do the best job that I can do with your taxes. Okie dokie. So I have to be able to log out of here and log into Chris's group. So I am going to call it a day for this one. I'll be back. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the questions. Bobby, that was a great question. I am glad that I answered it for you. And also for any of the other people that come in and are watching. So if you are in here at this point, then the live chat, I always check the replays. So you can see the replay, but you have to forward through the video in order to actually see the chat, because the live replay actually comes up during, wherever it came up during the video. So, all right. Kimmery, hi. Dawn, I have Robin, bye. Everybody, bye. Thank you. Kimmery, see you in Chris's call. All right, bye.